thriving abundantly today. It's lit. This is going to be a general collective reading, okay? My returning viewers, my thrivers, my subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, locking in the like button, staying from the beginning to the end, telling all your friends, all your people, sharing the videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. The channel is flourishing, thriving, and all the above. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Join the vibe, the tribe. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Join us, okay? I subscribe. I subscribe. I post for all subs zodiac signs every 2 weeks. I also do pick cards and general readings. So tap in and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. All right. Anyone interested in a personal, slide into my DMs and I got you. If you're interested in tipping me, my cash app's in the description box below. While I'm doing these videos, it's also in the title. Okay. It's also in the title. Okay, I'm reloaded, so make sure y'all drinking your water. You're staying hydrated and aligned with mind, body, and soul. And yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is that you got going on, like, whatever your goals are, like 1:11 on the clock. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hitting y'all goals. And shit like that. It's easier to hit goals if it's something that you want to do. You dig what I'm saying? I feel like most of the things in your life, you should be doing what you want to do. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And if y'all choosing obligations, then it's something you choosing. And I feel like choosing it every day. I don't know about y'all, but I'm about to talk to God in a second, but I feel like choosing something, like if you committed to something, like you re-choose it every day. That's how I feel. Anyway, any black magic being projected towards me, return it back to sender. In the name of Jesus. So, I'm going to talk to God. I'm going to get a manifesting your MasterCard. I trust y'all are doing well. It's a choice that we make each and every day. Period. Every moment of the day. I'm chilling though. I'm chilling. I got y'all in 2 seconds. The man. Wrote the mountain name Jesus. Okay. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. Subscribe if you're new, okay? Okay, thank you kindly. All right, let's talk to God. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the ones of the highest, the center white light. Was good. Thank you so much for sending me down to do this reading for the collective. Making sure we're protected during this reading from lower vibrational, demonic, oppressive meanings. And we got clear, direct, concise messages. Much appreciation. Thank you for the clear audio and the clear visuals, Lord. All right, so let's see. What's for the collective? How can the collective manifest their mastery? That's a good question. Let's find out. Let's see. The card I looked at was enough for everyone, okay? It's enough for everybody, okay? I don't know what kind of dog world folks be, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's like, because, you know, folks trying to eat off your plate, you got to be like, nah, this mine. Like, I don't know. Maybe somebody been to jail before or prison, but you know what I'm saying? I never been, for real. You know what I'm saying? Now, I never been for real, but I've been in hold up for real. But like for a couple of hours. But anyway, what I was going to say is that, I feel like I was set up. You know what I'm saying? That's another story. Maybe one day I'm going to do like some story time or some shit, or like a Q&A or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we did do like over 1,000 subscribers, so why not? So then I was going to say, my point is like, from what I imagine, maybe what stories I've heard, is that like in jail, like people, they be eating people be like taking people's food and shit like that. They be taking people's food. They don't even ask them like, are you going to eat that? Like they just take it. So I don't know. But anyway, people be on the outside world and be acting crazy like, oh, they're not paying attention to this. Let me take this. Let me mess this up or some shit. But, I don't know. Let me get a manifesting your master card on the table. Work I love. I am grateful to be doing the work I love and loving the work I do. If you do not feel like this, you could start saying this, and then you're going to start feeling like this. It's going to start coming into your life. Work I love. I am grateful to be doing the work I love. Now, I'm not going to hold you. Even when I had a job, like, I would be feeling like, I'm glad I got a job. You know what I'm saying? I'd be lit. You're like, what? When do we get our checks? Every week? Every 2 weeks? And then there's some shit that you get paid every day, but they wasn't hooked up to the app. But anyway, whatever. At this other side, it says family love. I love my family, and my family loves me. They see the beauty within and the eternity of my soul. I celebrate our wonderful relationship. When I read this card, everything feels mutual, okay? That's what's up. And I do feel a little bit like loving who loves you, okay? Don't try to convince nobody to love you or no shit like that. Don't even assume people love you because of who they're supposed to be to you. You gotta be careful because sometimes people get in relationships and they know that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, but they won't. But anyway, your family, they see the beauty within and the eternity of your soul. So your family is not shallow MFers. They're not shallow. They can't be because they see the beauty within on the inside. So it's not, I don't know. I feel like JFK. What he said is not what the country can do for you is what you could do for your country or some shit. I think that's what he said. I don't got my shit fired up. But I think he said something like that. Okay? But it says, I celebrate our wonderful relationship. So that's what's up. You got work that you love. You got family that loves you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me too. It's like if this don't feel true to you, it's like keep saying it. You're going to start seeing synchronicities and shit. And then you're going to start seeing it trickling into your life, like spiritually first. And then it's going to start getting physical. Let's get physical. All right, let me get 3 cards on the table for the collective. Clarity and Prince with cards. This is the Crystal Power Tarot deck. All right. Let me get 3 cards on the table. The Moon card, Pisces, Cancer energy. I'm looking at the 4 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. If you was feeling like, I don't know what, I was going to say unchosen. The 4 of Cups is like over it energy. It says, I listen to my heart and follow my knowing. I don't know, but somebody wants to send you projections like nobody's choosing you or some shit like that. But I don't even feel like this is magic, though. The Moon card is some type of manipulation for you to feel like that. Okay. Maybe it has to do with your work or your family. Like, I don't know, but it's like, you could be tired of these folks. 4 of Cups. Okay, at the top of that, look, the Magician. I'm trying to make it look. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Something about this work that you do. This blessing, this big blessing that's coming in from God. That's what I feel like. Okay. And the devil could be. I'm looking at judgment. Judgment. Okay. Judgment on these people that's doing this magic. This moon magic. It says, I look back with compassion for myself. Now, for me, this is Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius energy. But I did want to say Leo. At the bottom of the deck, I'm looking at the Ace of Wands. Fire energy, this new passionate beginning from God. Somebody's trying to, I feel like, pull a wool over your eyes. I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever it is that you're doing, collective, I don't know why I was going to say Sonic. Whatever it is that you're doing, okay, Wheel of Fortune, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio energy. All monitoring spirits go deaf, dumb, and blind. All black magic return back to sender. Okay, so I trust whatever the universe brings me. Like, on some parts of your journey, you could be feeling like you walking in the dark. Now, sometimes it's like life, and I feel like it's like things are, you don't see them, but somebody's trying to maybe make you not see something, maybe about what you do. Like, for instance, I'm doing this read right now, and it's say there is nobody in here watching, right? But I was going to say, this could be doing that intentionally so that you can miss this Wheel of Fortune. Okay? I'm looking at the Eight of Wands. I'm looking at the Three of Cups when I split the deck. And the Devil. Who's surprised? Let me get one card on the table for the collective. Let me drink some water, man. Drink some water. Now, I could see that, right? And I could be like, oh, something, I don't know, something about trying to make you question your reality. But it's like, judgment is called. Because you already probably see what these folks is doing. The angels see what these folks is doing. Strange and deranged. Let me get one card to table for the collective. Strange and deranged. Let me get one card to table for the collective. Something about when you was a child. I'm looking at the Knight of Swords. I just feel like you're not a child anymore. So it's certain things that you're not doing, even energetically or like physical communication. Judgment is called on that. Anyway, let me get one card on the table for the collective. Thank you, warring angels, warring ancestors. Come through. Queen of Swords. I protect what matters to me. I just feel this energy of like somebody's got you fucked up, okay? But anyway, I'm looking at the King of Cups. And the Two of Wands. It just made me feel like walkie-talkie energy. I don't know. It says, I focus on what I want and make it happen. I'm looking at the King of Wands at the top of the deck. It says, I am successful in all I do. Fire energy. Ace of Cups. So this is you or this is somebody else. All right. Three of Cups. I embrace joyful opportunities. Two of Pentacles. I mean, this could be somebody that you could be feeling defensive about because folks been coming at your neck. Okay. But this could be somebody that shares some type of love for you. They want to have a good time. Three of Cups. You know what I'm saying? It feel as wholesome as it could be. It says, I embrace joyful opportunity. It doesn't feel negative. Yeah, it feels good. I'm looking at the High Priestess. Okay. You could be a little bit wary, though. And it's not, this would be a situation of, it wouldn't be them. It would be you. Because you could be a little bit like, you know what I'm saying? But you might need to meditate on that. And see yourself as like your adult self. And I don't know, you might need a healer or something. The King of Cups and the Star card and the Four of Wands, Knight of Swords. I don't know. It's masculine energies. The Emperor. I don't know. I gotta feel this energy of like beating them off with a stick or something like that. I don't know, my nigga. Anyway, I'm looking at the Five of Wands. Maybe something about competition. Competition. There could be people that they see you as a star and they could want to have a Ten of Cups with you. Okay. Some of this Moon card for the collective. It's something about the work that you love, okay? And this family coming in, or this soul family. Okay, the Eight of Swords came out to clarify the Moon card. So I don't know, I was talking about jail, but it says, I release myself from self-inflicted binds. So this is about some hocus pocus, about some magic. I'm looking at the Seven of Wands. Get back, but you don't know me like that. So as soon as they send this to you, right? You are rubber and they are glue. Whatever they send to you, it bounces off of you. It sticks back onto them. It bounces off of you, Seven of Wands. I actively hold true to my values. You feel the energy. You be like, this is not mine. You feel somebody trying to fuck with your solar plexus. You feel some type of sharp pain. You feel something that don't feel right. That don't feel normal. You rebuke it. You send it back to sender. Seven of Wands. You holding true to your values. I know who I am. I know how I naturally feel. This is not, you know what I'm saying? Because this could be energetic. And the Eight of Swords. Now, this person, they could be, and it could be that, like, the ship being returned back to sender, them feeling like in a mental entrapment. Maybe they're trying to send you some mental shit. Or they could be mentally in their mind like, how come this is not working? Or they could be mentally in their mind like, I gotta keep up. I gotta keep up with this magic shit. I gotta keep doing it. And it's like they're trapped by it. I don't know if this is work that they love to do, but it's like they gotta constantly do it. It's like it's taking up their whole life because they're obsessed. Now, this isn't the devil card, this is the star card. It says, I'm inspired and positive about the future. Tell me about this Eight of Swords for the collective. Clarity and interference with these cards. Tell me about this Eight of Swords. Tell me about it. It's not working because you know yourself too well. Virgo energy. If you didn't know yourself, then maybe they would have had you. But it says, I follow my own path. You're following your own. You following your own path. You're not looking to your left, to your right to see who's fucking with you. Who's, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, shit like that. You buy your star. Buy your star. Buy yourself the Hermit. I'm looking at the star card. I was gonna say something else. I said buy your star, buy yourself. I don't know. Lone Star. Is that a thing? Was there like a horse or something like that? Is that what's the name? Or some lone? I don't know. I'm gonna look that up on my free time. Lone Star. But I'm looking at the. I don't know. I saw the Four of Wands at the top of the deck. I'm looking at the Ten of Swords. The Hermit. I feel like you know yourself too well to get tripped up about what you're supposed to be doing. Something about this judgment. How you supposed to be living or something like that. All right. I'm looking at the Page of Cups. Something about this judgment for the collective. Clear any interference with these cards. This is my passion. Telling the world about Jesus. Sing of his power to free us. Okay. Something about you being able to having the freedom, I feel like, to be like your childlike self, to maybe like folks really messed you up in your childhood or something like that. And I don't know. I don't necessarily feel like a Michael Jackson never land getting animals and shit. Maybe you are getting animals. Maybe you are getting exotic animals. I don't know, but it's like you're an adult. You're an adult, the emperor. Don't get it twisted. Okay, you are in charge of what you got going on. So you're able to do that. I'm looking at the Page of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Either that or your kids, something about the kids or the kids that come after you, generations after you, like them having a really good Christmas. I don't know if it's like the presents necessarily, but it's the happiness, Ten of Cups. Because you could have been somebody that growing up, you got a lot of presents. I have all I wish for in my relationships, but you was not emotionally fulfilled. You're emotionally fulfilling yourself as an adult. Your inner child, though, is happy. Okay? Because a lot of people their inner children be so hurt and they don't got no mindfulness. They on autopilot. You dig what I'm saying? And I feel like if your inner child, you check in with your inner child is happy and shit like that, is content. You know what I'm saying? Like, you letting them know what's going on and letting them know that they're safe and feeling like that. Your adult self is able to calm your inner child down and shit like that. And mindfulness and slowing down and being aware of your thoughts and shit like that. Then you got this Ten of Cups. Okay? I'm looking at the Seven of Swords. Still, kill, destroy, lying. Now you could have had an adult. You could have had a maybe a father figure, the emperor, or an adult, an authority figure that was like lying. They was lying to you as a child, or some about lies, some about deceits. I'm looking at the Three of Wands. Maybe like, I don't know. This could color what you see coming into your life, okay? I'm looking at the star card. Now, you could be this star. You could be, okay, you know how to be like nature versus nurture? Now, if somebody is a star, right? Naturally, right? And then nurturing the people around them is like, nah, we're going to groom this person to be a bum. Or some shit like that. It's something crazy, okay? It's like, what wins? Nature or nurture? But I feel like right now, nature is winning, okay? Three of Wands, yeah, because something about, it's a whole new world. It's new shit going on. New phases, new cycles. That's what you got to look forward to. I feel like you've reparented yourself. Now, I'm looking at this Five of Pentacles, this Five of Swords, Four of Wands in the household. You could have felt left out in the cold. You could have felt abandoned. You could have felt like niggas is always trying to snake you. Always trying to one-up you. Always trying to pick at you. Always trying to do some shit, okay? Maybe you equated this to love at one point in time. And your life reflected that. And then now you got trust issues. Now you got trust issues. Take whatever I say as it resonates, okay? I'm looking at the star. Some of this Queen of Swords for the collective. I protect what matters to me. King of Cups. I don't know if you're protecting a relationship that matters to you. I am my own anchor. In my hand is the Two of Wands. I focus on what I want and make it happen. Make it happen. Maybe you want love in your life. Maybe love's trying to come into your life. I focus on what I want and make it happen. Two of Cups. Okay. Something about, I feel like God, the universe knows what you need. So you could be acting like you don't want no love coming into your life. Queen of Swords, or it's not your focus. I don't know. You could just be, I don't know, like it feels defensive. You could just be like protecting yourself. Okay. You could have been through a lot and shit like that. So you just making sure that there's nobody in your life that's just a taker. All right. Two of Cups, Two of Swords, 2-2. Why do Five of Pentacles keep showing up? What is this, Lord? I don't like it. Anyway, it says, I'm supported and never alone. Two of Swords, whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. I don't know. This could be about a soulmate. They in lack. Okay. Maybe they feel like you one-up them or something. I don't know. But they didn't do the work. You didn't do shit this person. You're not showing them up. You're not doing shit. But living your life. But they could feel some type of way because they didn't do the work. Okay? This person could be shallow. Like I said, this is not your family or nobody like that. Or something. I'm looking at the Lovers. This is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. Some of this Queen of Swords for the collective. Ladies' night, cooling the game. I seen this clip with Michael Jackson. He was bopping to it. He was like, I was like, you know what I'm saying? You feel the vibe. Anyway, the Tower. Aries, Scorpio energy. I surrender and know how to go forward. You don't give a fuck. You knocking towers down with your truth. You, lies exposed or something like that. You moving forward. The Chariot, somebody is sad. Five of Cups. They feel like you leaving them in the dust. I go forward with confidence. I'm thinking about this Psalms verse that says, I beat them fine as dust. Or some shit like that. The mire in the streets or some shit. I don't need that. It just makes me also feel like decluttering. Also makes me feel like maybe your physical space too. I'm looking at the Two of Cups. I feel like this is making room. Okay, some of this Tower for the collective. I feel like this Tower is good for you. I feel like this Tower is good. Even for, if it's a bad Tower, it's good for them too. That's what they get. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, some of this Tower for the collective. Clarity and suspense with these cards. These people being knocked out of buildings, being knocked out of buildings. Mm-hmm. The Hierophant also makes me feel like people that was in, they felt like they was on pedestals. They felt like they was in high places. I feel like they're being knocked out of there. Okay. Because, I don't know. Because these folks around you could have been having like little petty battles and shit with you, but you really, they're not even your focus. Like, you got bigger things. You got bigger fish to fry. You got bigger, I don't know, my nigga. I feel like you got bigger foundations, false foundations to tear down and shit like that. But this is what came out. What? The Emperor and the Empress? Don't play with them. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this could be about love. This could be what this tower is about. Okay, this could be about like power couple energy. I'm making power choices. And it says, I create what I choose naturally and with joy. Okay. And it came out with the strength card. This is so lit. And the strength card and the 3 of wands. Okay. So this is like the devil's under your feet. You and the person that you're dealing with, okay, you could have really, or you're going to deal with, you could have a really good awareness of what snakes look like, what ducks look like when they quacking. Okay, you're not thinking it's a goose. You're aware, and you're seeing things for what they are. But anyway, it says I have the energy I need to realize my goals. Something about y'all being unstoppable. Okay, the Fool card, Aries energy. I don't know, the way I got these cards. This card is out here too, the Queen of Wands. I don't know who this is. I'm gonna look at them in a second. But I'm looking at the Fool card and the Chariot and the Knight of Swords. Okay. All right. This is about your ships coming in, 3 of Wands. You taking a leap of faith. You could be by yourself taking a leap of faith, and then you're going to hook up with your Empress, your Emperor, they coming in. Okay. Or you're with this person. Okay. You're going forward with confidence. Like I said, you got bigger battles. Not no petty jealousy, HBIC, HNIC, head bitch in charge, head nigga in charge, little petty, oh, I own this block and nobody owns anything. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's that legit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you doing bigger things? Mm-hmm. But yeah, so anyway, I'm looking at the Queen of Wands. Behind the Queen of Wands is the Hierophant and the 7 of Swords. If somebody was doing some fuck shit, look, listen here. Listen, Linda. Listen. If somebody was doing some messed up shit, right? You know this person since you was young. It could be a fire sign. Could be an air sign. Could be a Taurus. I don't know, but I'm looking at the Death card. Something's got to give. Okay, Page of Pentacles. I don't know. This person could have destroyed something for you in your childhood. Or something about, I don't know, the ending of a child. Take whatever I say as it resonates, okay? But God was there. God seen this person. It says, I'm ready to love and learn. Or this person's immature, Page of Pentacles. And there's something about them is transitioning or changing. They got a new beginning themselves. Okay, let me get these cards together. Okay, well, looking at the Magician and the Chariot. I think you're really taking this being a co-creator of your life serious. And you're not, I don't feel like you're somebody that's going to be blaming anybody for shit. I mean, if somebody's to blame or whatever, they did something wrong, then that's what they did. It is what it is. But as far as harping on it, and this is why my life is this way, and like I feel like you don't got time for that. It's like you starting from where you're at. And niggas keep trying to knock you down. Then you know what I'm saying, you fall down 9, you get up 10 times. You dig what I'm saying? And you just get up. You dig what I'm saying? Like, what? And you start from where you're at every time. And you continue doing this work that you love. And you got your soul family coming in. And it's lit. It's lit. Stay strong, collective. It says, I can deal with whatever comes my way, period. And if you believe that, it's going to be true. You manifesting that for your life. Trampling over these, maybe somebody trampling. You're trampling over these serpents and snakes and shit like that. Looking at the 8 of Wands. I'm just feeling like the Chariot, like you continue to keep going. I seen some type of movie, and this guy, he was going down like a hallway. It was like a movie that feel like so relevant to shit going on, to like people coming at people's necks and shit. And shit like that. People being on missions and shit like that. But anyway, he was going down this hallway, and there's doors. There was like shots coming out the doors, like, and he was like running. That's what I feel like the Chariot and the 8 Wands. You know what I'm saying? These people can be sending you projections and shit like that, but keep it moving and keep going forward with confidence. Queen of Wands, okay? I am naturally creative. There's a line in the Bible that says something about like you get your confidence from God, okay? I seen some meme or something like that that said Godfidence, okay? So people could be looking at you like, how you? It's God, okay? Anyway, I'm going to get an Isis Oracle card. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. All right. If you like a personal, slide into my DMs and I got you. If you like to send me, my cash app's in the description box below. If you like to get a reading right now. I was going to say, call me now. You know, even when I would say that, though, even if I was to say that, I wouldn't feel no type of way about that. But I feel like somebody would feel disrespected if I said, call me now, like on some misfeel. But I would, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care. But anyway, I don't know. But anyway, this is for the collective. Make up one card table for the collective. If y'all want to read, you know what I'm saying? I'm on board. Anyway, let me make one card table for the collective. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides. I'm drinking some of that water right here. Let me get one card too. For the collective. Oh, yeah, but check out your zodiac sign readings, okay, if you have not. Let me get one card table for the collective, please. Any black magic being projected towards me, return it back to sender promptly and in a hurry. Thank you, Lord. Look, we're not doing this. Let me get one card table for the collective. Please. And thank you. Whatever work that you're doing, I feel like it's part of your destiny. I'm sorry, spin. Let me get one card table for the collective. Initiation. Okay, you've been initiated. Sometimes when I be watching other people and they be like, oh, you graduated. Or like you reached a new level or something like that. I be like this. And then I be doing like this like every other day, like every 3 days or something like that. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like throw your hat. Anyway, initiation. Collective, when you are being initiated into the divine mysteries of light, love, and power, there are moments of profound challenge. Okay, so Wusa, the key. I know that was a quick Wusa, but the key is to find the light within the challenge, the opportunity for growth that can transform any challenge into an experience of healing. With compassion and cleverness, you will not burn during your challenges. You shall thrive. Okay? So you being compassionate, but you're not being lax. Okay? You staying on your toes with the cleverness. Okay? Now let me see about this fortune. About that fortune right here. All right, collective, what did it say? Let's finish this job now. Someone is waiting for it to be done. Probably me, but anyway. Let's finish this job now. Someone's waiting for it to be... Whatever job you got going on, your mission, people is waiting for it. People want to see what you got going on. Okay? So do it. Ain't nothing but to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Here's some numbers you can use for the lottery. It could resonate with you in whatever type of way. 23, 22, 18, 36, 38, 47. And let me get one of these two. Let me get one of these two. All right. Collective, believe you can, and you're halfway there. All right. Believe you can, you're halfway there. Sometimes when you're trying to do some shit, it's like you make sure you're your own best friend. Okay. That's why journaling is a good idea, to have your thoughts like not jumbled up. That's how I feel. Okay. But anyway, and then you could put in those, you could put in your mind what you want to think. It says believe you can, and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. Now is your time to shine, collective. Now is your time to shine. So shine on them. Maybe not shining on them. I was watching somebody else and it was like, this was a minute ago, but they were saying something like, not being so focused on, stunting on these haters. You know what I'm saying? I'm stunting on you, stepping on their heads. Okay. Whether that's true or not. Something about be more lit about, oh, this person told me that I inspired them. This person told me that, you know what I'm saying? Some good shit like that. This person told me that because of me, they did this or some shit. I don't know. Something positive. Okay, look at all the people that are supporting you instead of conspiring against you type shit. But anyway, now's your time to shine. That's the reading. Thank you so much, y'all, for tuning in, okay? Let me see if y'all was talking about something. Let me see if y'all was talking about something. That's the read. Check out your zodiac sign reads, okay? Peace out, and later on.